Hello. Okay, everything looks like it works. Very nice. Today I'm gonna be doing some pages. I think I talked about it yesterday. I did a total of how much time I spent working on chapter 9. Like the entire thing. I counted every minute I worked on it. And it was about 18 hours. Which is completely doable in 1 week. Considering the stuff I have to do on the side, like I can easily like do 18 hours of this every week. So I want to see if I can finish this chapter this week. I've already spent a bunch of time on it. I'm gonna start the timer here and then I'm gonna put it in another tab just so it doesn't act weird. Let's see. On here maybe? No. There's too many options of where I can see. Oh, it's all the tasks, because I was gonna say I have not spent 35 hours. But no, that's over the year. But I didn't count anything in February and I counted 3 hours in January. Where was I seeing this? I don't know. Chapter 999. It doesn't even make the top 10 tasks, so. I think I've counted like a few hours. Not a lot. Definitely not a lot. But I do have a lot of pages that are sketched. I need to finish 3 pages of sketch. So almost all of that is done. And that takes me a while. Because I try to make my sketches a little cleaner now to ink a little faster. A ton of them are inked, like this one that you can see here. And now it's just a matter of coloring. And finishing the inking of the other pages as I go. So my plan is to do the pages one by one. For all the line art and then all the color. Just so it's easier to track my time. I don't have to switch my timer all the time. And see how many of them I can do this morning. It's 9 a.m. I'm thinking of streaming until 11 to 11:30. I'm not sure. When I'm done, I'm done. And this afternoon I'm streaming Genshin on Twitch. So that as well today. And just take a little longer of a lunch break. Like maybe finish at 11. So I have a little bit more time to just chill, relax, all of that. But yes, that's my plan. I want to see how many of them I can do. And for some of them, like here, I've done only the characters. I think I did this one as well. No, this one I did almost everything. But this one, for the longest time, I had only the characters and not the rest. And here it's just text in the middle. So yeah. First the line art and then the rest. I didn't open all the pages because in the middle, after this one, there's 2 others. Oh, well, you can see this is 74 and this is 77. And in the middle, there are 2 pages that I think are very important to the story and I would rather not show right now. Although I guess without the dialogue, it doesn't make nearly as much sense. But yeah, I want to build a bit more of a buffer. Just so I can work on other things and not feel like I'll have to rush the pages eventually. This is the chapter for next month. Because at the beginning of the month, I released the chapters on Patreon. And they start releasing on Webtoon and everywhere else, basically. And they slowly release a few pages every week on Fridays. And then at the end of the month, the entire version of the chapter releases like in one go, the vertical version. and then we do it all over again. So this is the one for May. And I would love to do a few more. That needs to be a straight line. As you can see, I'm once again making them go to really nice places. Wouldn't you love to go and visit this house? I don't even feel bad, because the house isn't the worst of it all. They're gonna have more to worry about than the state of it. Oops. There's also the extras that I've been working on. Kind of slowly, honestly. No, it's not. Because I have one for Halloween that I've worked on stream a little bit. And I have another one for New Year's, which is a different format. So that's a little bit more work. Well, it's not really more work, it's just different. It's a different kind of work. And I know I have a lot of time before New Year's, obviously, but I still want to do it ahead of time. I might work on it on stream later. Right now it still needs too much pre-production, I guess. Because I have a reference board for the outfits and the location and all of that. But I haven't made the turns or anything yet. Okay. It's one more done. I haven't opened my little page spreadsheet. Yes, I know. 169, that's the line art done. 67, 68, which one is 68? Well, one I haven't opened, probably for a reason. Whatever. A lot of these sketches I made really recently too. Because one evening, well, I guess last week, I don't know, in the last few days, one evening I said, okay, let's see how many pages I can complete. And did basically just that for 2 hours, just the sketches. And I did a bunch, and I was pretty happy. Because I only have 3 left, as I said. That's very exciting. A lot of the remaining sketches are backgrounds, where I'm not entirely sure what I'm gonna do for some of them. One of them I know for sure, but the other will need a lot of rendering, and that's what I'm mostly unsure about. But that's for later. Oh, I know what page 68 is. Love drawing little piles of unidentified things on the floor. Okay. And once I'm done with this chapter, I'll be done with volume 1. Which I never thought is something I would say. Because it's been almost a year since I started working on this. I first started in May last year. I was checking the other day to see my first chapter, and I think it's the very end of May, like the 31st. I'm not going to do a whole extra for the anniversary, I'm just going to do a little doodle or something. It'll probably go on my creator profile and all my socials. But it's been an entire year of drawing them like every single week. And 200 pages, which is not bad. My first 2 chapters was so much shorter. I think there's a chapter that's like 12 pages at some point. And right now I'm trying to do always 20 pages. There was one recently that didn't hit 20 pages, but I honestly had nothing more to say, and I didn't want to force myself to add more just for nothing, like no substance. So I said, okay, whatever. But for chapter 9 and 10, I was actually surprised that it fit really nicely with all the things I wanted to include. Especially this one. Okay, there, all the design. And it's the one above that is missing. This one. I was doing this yesterday, I think. I was like, oh, I don't feel like doing this panel. As if I'm not gonna do it really soon anyway. Actually, I'm not gonna do it like that. Let's be smart about this. I also worked more on my animation yesterday after I was done streaming, and honestly I was very disappointed to find that even if I have multiple vector layers and if I have all of them as a reference, it doesn't work for the color fill, which was very sad to learn. Mostly because it means it takes me ages to color them. So I spent a good 2 hours, I think, on that yesterday afternoon. It's still not finished, but I was done. I was so done. I'm not gonna work on it more today because I'm streaming this afternoon, but probably on Friday. I would love to finish it this week. It would be very cool. Okay. 171. '72 is done. 73 is almost done. Gonna do the background first. Oh, wrong brush. Trying to keep the stupid stains somewhat consistent. the characters. I think there's a page I need to change as well, so they have their backpacks. Not sure if I drew it already or if it's just sketched. Clearly gave it my all on that sketch, huh? $173. Oh yeah, this is when I started coloring. There's only this panel in the middle, but it might be a little difficult. I don't know. Actually, let's be smart. Will that work as a guideline? Yes, and it works on this pen. Wonderful. Creates a rather large doorway, I think. I don't know. I think it works. Of course. Oh, okay. I think for this specific panel, I'm not going to draw the light on the floor. Because I think I want to do it in like with a very strong gradient. And all the light is in the window. So it would look like, oops, like this. With the window in the lightest color. And the rest still very dark. And the door here. I think that's what I want to do. So I'm not going to draw the light on the floor. And it's just missing the floor, first of all. And the door. Should have expected that. Okay. That's not in the middle. Okay, I think I'm gonna leave the door on its own layer, just so I can color this easily. And there's dialogue on top of this. 74. 77. This is just for this. I wanted to reuse line art from a previous panel, but that's not actually something I can do. I'm gonna remove that as well. It was mostly for the design of the door. Something I didn't include in here is I don't know how you call them actually. The frame? Maybe not. All pieces of wood around the opening. No idea what they're called. Okay, and okay, 177. Goes by so much faster when they're already partially complete. Okay, this one is actually missing a sketch. Wonderful. This one is just literally this background, this tiny piece of background, and then it's just done. Ow. Okay. For this, I'm gonna do a gradient that goes both this way and this way. And for the back, I wanted to do shapes, but I think I'm just gonna leave it dark. Considering she has white hair, it should give a good contrast. That's the sort of stuff that I leave to the very end, and then I have to do it all at once, and it's very annoying. This one is easiest just for a computer, which I've shown only once until then, but I really wanted her to have an old, ugly computer. My mom had one of these for the longest time. Where I played my first few video games. Because my parents were never into tech. And my grandpa really is. Well, I guess was. He doesn't really follow anymore. But so he knew like computers and things, and when they first started being fuck was that? Was that in my house or was that outside? Hang on. It was in my house, but it's fine. We have a wooden dishes drying rack and it just fell. But it was empty, so it's fine. Anyway, when computers were first widely used, well, not widely, when they were first introduced to my grandpa's school where he was working, he was very interested. And I think it was during the summer they could bring the computers home because the school was closed. And so he did, and he would like learn to use it. And when my mom was studying, she was studying nutrition, and she had to make like an end of studies, like write something. I don't know what you call them in English, but basically write a document about like what she'd studied, and I think one of her internships or something. She had to write something, and most people at the time would do it on a typewriter or do it by hand and then have it typed by someone else. Like you would pay someone to type your thing. And my mom was one of the few who could do it on a computer because my grandpa had a computer. Well, had borrowed a computer. And so they could like do that. And my mom was able to write her dissertation, maybe? I think that's for PhDs only. She was able to write her document on the computer, which was a big deal at the time. But honestly, considering I have one of the typewriters my grandpa used to use, a small, bright orange one. It's so annoying to use. I guess I'm also not very, like, I don't use it often, so I'm not, like, used to it. But I'm used to typing very fast. I learned on purpose to type very fast, and not being able to do that is weird, because I have had the keys jam, and you have to go in with your little fingers and carefully entangle everything. It's so stressful. Stop spam calling me. I'm not gonna pick up. I never do. Don't care, don't care, don't care. Okay, whatever. Okay. I thought I was giving her one too many fingers, but no, we're good. I had a really odd dream last night. I told my partner this morning. For some reason, they'd ended up in prison. I don't know why. And I was helping them escape, which I would never do because it's way beyond my abilities. I was helping them escape. And the whole dream, all I can remember is being super, super sad. Because apparently they'd forgotten my birthday. Like everyone had forgotten my birthday, which is in December. And it was like this time of year. It was in December. And so the whole dream, I was basically just thinking, oh wow, how dare they forget? I don't know, maybe because we're escaping from prison. It was very odd. Do I want to draw the keyboard? Not really. Just gonna do this technique. That's not how a keyboard looks, but that's okay. No one is not gonna look at it as long as me, and it doesn't bother me. So it works. This is text here and at the bottom, so that's 181. Done for Lionheart. And that's all of the ones I have open, at least I'm pretty sure. This one is done and this one is done. Okay. 42 minutes. Not bad. I have 11 pages where that isn't complete. That's okay. Gonna do colors now. Okay, this one needs to go back in here. This one I will after as well. This one well actually. What I can just do is that gonna work? Of course it wouldn't work. Because for some reason, for the content to move with the panel, I have to lock it. Don't ask me why, I don't know. The wonders of Clip Studio Paint. Wrong tab. This is coloring for chapter 10. Well, apparently I've already tracked some time for that. Okay. Sure. And then this one can go in here. I want to do both the panels and the backgrounds. I have no backgrounds colored for this. I only have this here. Oh, actually, that's a good point. I have colors for the house. These are pages I've already released. Yes. Perfect. And I can put them here. Didn't I color this already? No, I didn't. I could have sworn I did. Where was it? Oh, it's this one. Wrong chapter. Okay, this is what I need to reference mostly for the house itself. And for the characters, it's the previous page that I showed, the panel I transferred. So that's it. Okay. One thing I need to do. Really wish it pushed them, but it doesn't. For this one, I want a background that's kind of light. That's the wrong direction. It is. Using this for once because I'm trying to go faster, so. And there's a little badge missing here, which I'm trying very hard not to forget. One thing I really don't want to do is go back and edit pages later to like, if I have to change a few typos or something like that, okay. But if it's bigger things like redrawing and all that, I honestly don't want to. Here. It makes a little noise when I do this, and I don't like it. I need to put some things back into the drawers rather than on my desk. It's starting to be too much stuff. Darkest color for this one? Yep. The shirt is white, perfect. And this one is this one. Oh, and I forgot her shoes, which are also the darkest color. Her backpack I'm leaving white, Billy gets a color. No, Mari gets a color. She's not gonna have it long anyway, so. What are they doing again? Please stop digging holes. It's been months. I have the window closed, my headphones with the noise cancelling, and I can still hear them very well. So I'm not looking forward to when it gets too hot and I have to live with the window open. Especially at night. Whoops. I thought that by this point they'd be doing the inside of the building, but I was a little too hopeful. Right. I know why, because I forgot to put this. This one and this one. I keep forgetting I'm not using the right tool. And for the grass, I want to do something specific. I want it to slowly become more white, very clear, so I don't have to draw it on every panel. This one is Billy's, and this one is Mari's. Mari gets some color. Okay. Love when they're so small. They're so easy to draw and to color. I'm gonna add one line here and one line here, like this. That way I can add some of the colors even though I don't add the detail. The pants. And for Mari, it's just her hair and her hoodie. Once again, she's wearing the same outfit as usual, but there's also here a teeny tiny portion of her pants. Just want to see how it looks with these lines. Okay, it's fine. That one's done. And now for this, I need this color. For the house, the base of the house. And this one for the details, which is gonna include the door. Okay, clearly forgot to erase that before I merged the layers at some point. And for this as well. For the inside of the windows, gonna do this, and then, well, actually, just so I can see what I'm doing. Is it different here? This one I'm putting at 60. This one back to normal. Oh, it looks exactly like the... Okay, that works better. And now for the characters, which is much easier. Clearly this is why this step is taking me the longest. I've not even finished one page and it's been 20 minutes. Okay. One page. One. This is 167. It's the first complete page of the chapter. "68 I haven't done. It's a lot of backgrounds for number 68. I think the hardest part for the backgrounds is really going to be choosing the colors and not actually doing the lines, because I made sure to keep the sketches clean. Some of my boards were really, really rough. Even I was struggling to understand them, so I tried a bit more with the sketches. No, I'll do that later. That's a good color. For the walls, I'm gonna do something super light. Oh, forgot about that. Actually. Perfect. Why is this? Is this white? Oh my god. Okay, don't want actual white though. Okay. And for the stairs, something darker. You speak French? Yes. French is my first language. Hi. Which one is the walls? It's this one. That's way too small. What if... This is gonna be a nightmare to color pick. Whatever. Actually, let's be smart about this. That's the color for the walls. And that's the one for the floor. The floor, the walls. Do I need anything else? No, I think it's good like that. Can you introduce yourself? Hello, that sounds. En français? Sure. What do you want to know? It saved? Yes, it did. Okay, cool. I just need the table and then, oh, this as well. Whatever. Table, we're gonna make it quite dark. Coucou Chacha. Is that a comic? Yes. It's my main comic, The Ghost Hunting Club. Which I'm trying to finish chapter 10 for. T'as fait des cauchemars? Non. Mais j'ai fait un rêve hyper chelou. Où Maxence était en prison. Je l'aidais à s'échapper de prison. Et pendant tout mon rêve, j'avais grave le seum parce que tout le monde avait oublié mon anniversaire. Au mois d'avril, bien évidemment. J'étais très inquiète qu'on ait oublié mon anniversaire. Et du coup, pendant tout mon rêve, j'étais en mode putain, c'est vraiment tous des connards. Voilà. Mais non, j'ai pas fait de cauchemar. Je suppose que toi non plus. Il y en a certains, on se demande même pas. C'est qu'ils en auront pas fait. Tu es trop deg dans ton rêve. Mais oui. Genre comment osez-vous? Comment osez-vous? Il y a plus important que l'évasion. Genre moi. J'ai pas fait de cauchemar. Nice, tant mieux. Du coup, tu vas continuer d'autres jeux cette semaine? I don't understand, but this sounds nice. Yesterday, Peachy streamed the game Little Hope, which is a horror game. And I was quite scared by the jump scares they have. And I was also really tired, so I was just looking at the screen with intense focus. And I thought I was gonna get nightmares, but I didn't. I only had a weird dream where my partner went to prison and I helped them break out. But the only thing I could focus on was that apparently everyone had forgotten my birthday, which is nowhere near April. And that was my main focus throughout the dream. Like, how dare you forget my birthday? J'ai plus de jeux. Je vais voir s'il y a des jeux gratuits ou des promos, mais sinon j'ai dit je vais faire la maquette. Comment ça t'as plus de jeux? T'as genre fini tous tes jeux que t'as? T'avais pas le compte Steam de ton frère? Plus de jeux, incroyable. Moi j'ai trop hâte de jouer cet après-midi. Et demain après-midi. Trop bien. J'en ai plus beaucoup. Justement, vu qu'il est au Japon, les Steam se sont déco. Je suis deg. Ah mince. Faut lui envoyer un petit message et lui dire bon, donne-moi ton mot de passe. Que ça règle nos problèmes. Oh yeah, it is the right size. It's just really small. Il a dit qu'il fallait qu'on soit ensemble pour le faire. Ah bon? Bon après moi j'en sais rien, j'ai jamais connecté mon truc mais... Maxence il a un compte avec des tonnes de jeux. Mais j'avoue que... Si je veux y jouer, genre juste je lui dis c'est quoi ton mot de passe et je me connecte direct parce que c'est plus pratique. De toute manière, la plupart il y a sûrement que mon PC qui peut les faire tourner. D'ailleurs il a fini Assassin's Creed. Après un petit 80 heures. Tranquille. Enfin fini. Il a fini l'histoire et maintenant il fait les trophées. Is it this one? Yes. Hopefully soon I'll be able to recognize them without eye dropping them, but... J'ai bientôt fini la planification de mes chapitres, je suis trop contente, trop bien. T'en as combien au final? En vrai, la préparation souvent c'est hyper long. Une fois que t'as tout fini, c'est hyper satisfaisant. Tu te dis enfin. Enfin, je peux passer à la suite, où je dessine. J'en suis à 19, mais je pense atteindre les 25 si je rajoute. Oh waouh, ça fait beaucoup, non? Après, je sais pas s'ils sont très longs, donc je me rends pas trop compte. Tu fais un joli nombre rond. Enfin, pas tout à fait rond, mais... un nombre satisfaisant. Les trucs qui vont trop vite, on enchaîne les indices, il n'y a pas de moment calme, et c'est important pour connaître les personnages. Oui. Ouais, donc pas rajouter des chapitres à la fin, mais rajouter au milieu du coup. Tu vas fonctionner comment pour les chapitres même? Genre, est-ce que tu vas les faire un par un, ou est-ce que tu fais tout ton storyboard, et après tous tes croquis, tout ça? Pas trop long. Je suis maniaque, bien sûr que ce sera un nombre satisfaisant. Très bien. Oui, c'est ça, ok. How am I gonna do this? I could. Oh, maybe not. Like this? Je vais faire un par un, je pense. J'ai trop envie de dessiner. Ok. Compréhensible. That one is on the wrong layer. C'est satisfaisant de les faire un par un parce que tu peux voir ton beau chapitre fini. Tout beau, tout propre. Pour le tome 2, j'aimerais bien essayer de faire... comment dire? Tous les croquis. Pas tous les croquis, tous les storyboards. En premier. Et après le reste. Ah mais je sais pourquoi. Bon. Hop, hop. Voilà. l'autre sens. Ok, très bien. Ça me va pas. Va pas du tout. Comme ça, c'est pas mal. On va le laisser comme ça. Was this about some kind of work? For my comic or for what we're talking about on the side? Because for this comic that I'm making, I've been making it for about a year. I started in May last year, and I publish it on Webtoon Canvas, Tapas, Namikomi, Global Comics, and another one that I'm forgetting. Whatever, pretty much everywhere. But so far it's not like my job, I guess. I have an online job that I do like on the side, and for my friend Peachy, she's working on a graphic novel that she's in the planning stages for. So she's doing chapter, like the scripts for the chapters and all of that, how the story is gonna work out, because it's a thriller. How can I find it? In the little cards on my channel, there's a link to, I think, the comic directly. And if not, I'm at the same name everywhere. So we're working together. No, not for this. But we are part of a group where we do work on things together. Mostly the animation that I did yesterday is something we work on together. And just various smaller scale projects and animations. Because we went to school together for animation. And Peachy is more interested in illustration, comics, and teaching. And I'm more into actual animation work. Although that's been a whole thing. And also making comics. Alright, now for the backgrounds for these. I'm gonna remove this because it's bright enough today that it won't hurt my eyes. Isn't that supposed to be the door here? I think there should be at least a little line for the door. Let's say 2. I'm gonna put one here, one here. That way they're technically inside. What am I looking for? This. No. This. Supposed to be out of it. How old are you? 30. No, I'm 26. Soon I will be 30. And I will know everything. Be a real adult who knows everything. No, I think it'll be just the same. Oh, actually. Je veux pas lire. Pourquoi? Ça va être littéralement exactement pareil. Ah mais je suis trop contente. Alright. Genius. For the characters, they're colored. Whoops, no. Wrong layer. Little bug. No one wants that. What is it? To get older. I honestly could not care less about what age I am. Oh no. Make the tile slightly lighter. Is that the right? Yeah, it is. Okay. Little bug. Little baby. Slightly darker. What? Gonna send it to my friends. Little friends. Creation. Wow, I really don't know how to write. Anyway. Wrong one, of course. Oh, actually, I could give them a white surface. Ish. I say that as if anyone lives there. I hope they don't. Gross. Oh, I started a new sourdough starter thingy that lives in a jar and everything. And it just doesn't work. You know, like when you see them online, they always have really nice bubbling. I don't know why, but mine doesn't want to do that. It just doesn't really grow. It looks active enough. Like, it's alive, obviously. But I don't think it's, like, really doing what it's supposed to do. I don't know. I'm gonna use it anyway, because it's, like, a few days old now. So it should be fine to use, like, to bake stuff with it. I'm just hoping it works well. And that I don't end up with some not very good whatever I make. My goal is to make pizza dough at some point. Lower that a little bit. Okay. Sorry if I'm not talking so much. I'm at work right now, but I'm listening. Oh, that's no problem. Even if you're just lurking, that's perfectly fine. It's kind of quiet. Am I just putting some calm music in the background? Oh, you can't hear the music? Whoops. I'm gonna make it a little louder for you guys. Okay. Tell me if that's better. Hopefully. For the last panel. I hear it now, yes. Okay, wonderful. I never really know if it's the right loudness, I guess I could say. For this one, I'm not gonna bother. Just gonna do this. Why is this one locked? Oh, I know why it's locked. It's the one I transferred. It's this, and we're gonna put it a little darker. Okay, that's page 170. What's this about? It looks good. Thank you. It's my comic, The Ghost Hunting Club. It's about two friends, Billy on the right here and Mari on the left, who go and hunt ghosts in various locations. And Billy absolutely 100% believes in ghosts. She knows they're out there. She wants to find them and prove they exist, like, completely and entirely. And Mari just said, you know what? That girl is really cute. Let me join her club. She was the only one, by the way. And now they're going on adventures with a more or less success in the ghost department. Okay, for this one, I'm gonna do a very simple background. Otherwise it's gonna be too busy. Sounds cool, but it's almost 4 AM and I need to get off my phone, so have fun and bye. Have a good night. Hope you get some sweet dreams with no ghosts. 4 AM isn't insane time to be awake. I could never. I had another chatter yesterday who was also awake at like 5. I don't know how you do it. I will fall asleep on my phone. It happened the other night actually, and my partner was convinced I was reading, but I had not been reading for a long time. I was just completely out. I can feel the effects of waking up really early to record videos. What time is it? 10:43. Okay. And I've been doing the colors for an hour and I'm on page 3. Oh, this is gonna take me a million years. Okay. I'm gonna do some more tomorrow, but maybe finishing this week is a bit ambitious. Well, I guess it depends what I do this weekend also. Oops. What the hell? No, Microsoft, I don't care about your to-do list app. I don't want reminders from it. What is that? I have enough notebooks and stuff Especially now that I have 2 planners. I think I'm good. I don't need more. Okay, one thing is this. It's not the right one. I was being a little precious in my Hobonichi cousin. So I've just been using a wider pen and different inks, like, on purpose. Just so now I'm not like, oh, it's so pristine, I can't ruin it. Like, it's already a mix of colors and inks and pens and stuff, so it doesn't matter. I'm pretty happy with the little tabs though. I got little tabs that are numbered from 1 to 12 when I was out. Initially it was for my Hobonichi weeks, and I used 1 through 5 to number in the notes pages. So things that I reach for often but don't want to look for every time. I have like a project tracker where I have due dates for everything I've been given and all of that. And I have one for spending, one for my habits as well. Probably the longest one. And these I reach for often, but I don't want to flip through all the pages every time. So I put little tabs. It looks cute. I got them in a nice blue color because I have the weeks with the midnight sun picture, which is so cute. And in the packet there were other colors, including pinkish ones. They range from pink to light yellow, and they are very cute. And since I have the pink one-piece cover from my Hobonichi cousin, it works perfectly. Haven't put it in the cover yet actually because I need to clean it. It's been in storage for a little while. It's gonna look so cute. And of course my million papers and stuff. I forgot to do the back, but actually I don't think I want to do it now before I have the other one, the page I haven't done the line art for, done. Because then it's gonna be weirdly inconsistent. So I think this one I'll leave unfinished and I'll do later. Whoops. Did I draw? No. I'm gonna give her darker shoes. And here there's a line missing. Okay, it's about 11. I think I'm gonna finish this page and then be done for now. Because I'm also playing this afternoon, so I need a break in between. I'm so excited to play. I think I'm just gonna keep going with the story. I do mostly quests and stuff. It's been working pretty well so far, so. Alright, now the color. Okay, I thought I'd forgotten the badge once again, but no. This is the white. All right. When I do the colors for this little section, this one will be complete. This is 171. That was an hour and 15 minutes for 3 pages. Not awesome. I think I'm gonna stop here for this morning. I'm getting kind of tired and kind of hungry. Oh no, I did this one actually. That's 4. That's a little better. For this one, I did the colors, did line art for this panel and color for everything. All the colors in the line art of the 2 middle panels. Line art for 2 panels and all the colors. This one was already done. This one I did a line art for 1 panel. 1 panel. Little part of 1 panel. And I didn't touch this one. I did a few lines on this one, but it was honestly really easy. And a bit of line art. That's all the stuff I did today. Not bad for 2 hours. I think it's pretty good. Now I'm gonna go have lunch and take a break. And I will be back at 1 p.m. on Twitch to play Genshin, which I'm so excited for. I cannot wait. And tomorrow morning I'm streaming comic pages again. I might have done a little bit of progress between now and then, but probably not that much because I'm busy with other things today. So if you're interested in seeing that, tomorrow, same place, same time. Until then, I hope you all have a lovely day, and maybe I'll see you very soon. Goodbye!